Everybody, what is up? It is Marilyn. Welcome back to my channel. Happy Saturday, and if you're in London celebrating Pride today, happy Pride. Well, you won't be watching this video, but anyway, I have got some things that I want to talk about in this video. It's going to be a little bit of a mixed one, and honestly some of it's a little bit dark, some of it you might need a trigger warning for. So trigger warning if you're affected by things like sexual, you know, A word, then you might not like some of this video, but it is something that I'm going to mention in this video because it's something that's kind of popped up on the internet at the moment. It's something that's starting to be talked about once again, so we're going to get into that in a moment. First of all, I'm going to talk a little bit about Alexis Stone. Now, Alexis Stone is a performance artist, does drag, all of this, visual artist, all these transformations into different celebrities. Fab, right? And Alexis also has a cosmetics brand which is called Sensorium Beauty. The other day, Alexis Stone spilled a little bit of tea on IG Live about the product that she's just come out with, which is this one, the shimmer. I have it right here in my hands. I haven't tried it as yet, but we're going to try it out in this video before I get on to other kind of slightly darker topics. So this is the shimmer. It's kind of like a highlighter, I would say, but it's got no base to it, so there's no cast or anything like that. There's no pigment. It is literally a product that's designed to look like a wet gloss on your skin. Now I'm going to open it up and we're going to talk about it because there's a little bit of tea with this and I think we need to talk about it. So that is the packaging right there. You open it up and it is this here. I don't know if you can tell with my crappy phone here, but I'm just going to swatch some first of all and see if it shows up on my... There you go. Bam. There. See, it's designed to look like a wet gloss on your skin. So you can see like there's no shift, no cast really. It is just looking like wet, right? But when you look up close, it's got lots of tiny, very fine little sort of glitter particles. So when it catches the light, I swatched it the other day, just put a little bit on my face when I didn't have any makeup on. And when it catches the light, it really like twinkles and sparkles. So it literally looks like you've just put glitter on, but very fine. And the way that it catches the light is so pretty, really pretty. So I do want to try some on my face, but first of all, this product, there's a little bit of controversy with this product because Alexis Stone spilled a little bit of tea on IG, as I said, where Alexis was talking about somebody else coming out with a product just before this, which is very similar. And Alexis wanted to name this product Dry Gloss because it's not like a wet cream base or anything. It's literally like a dry powder base, right? So Alexis wanted to name this Dry Gloss. Now this is tea because Jeffree Star came out with a product, similar kind of thing, designed to be a wet looking shimmer which is called Eye Gloss. Now these two names, Dry Gloss and Eye Gloss, sound extremely similar. So Alexis then changed the name of her product to the shimmer.
We adapted it and I was so inspired by one of my favourite films, which is Annihilation, and the shimmer is a key feature in that.
What's really funny about that, the film Annihilation, Alexis actually owns the huge alligator prop from the film, the exact one that was used in the film Annihilation. Alexis went and bought it and had it transported over to the UK. Mad. Anyway, let's try out this product on my face. I really want to try this. Alexis tried it with a brush, highlighter brush, so I'm going to do the same. Okay, yeah, it does pick up on the brush. Let's have a look. You can see it, look, if I move my wig. Go, bitch! Look at that. Oh, that is orgasmic. Holy shit. Wow. You probably won't be able to see it this side because of the light in here, but yeah, when I turn I can see it. It's literally, I'm gagged. This is a beautiful, like beautiful highlighter. And like you can use it all over your body as well. Wow. Fuck. Wow. A bit on the nose. Gotta have a little bit on there. Okay, so just for comparison, on my lips here, I don't know if you can see, I've put a little bit of Jeffree Star's Extreme Frost, the really, really super extreme one. So I've put a little bit of this one on my lips. So I'm just going to show you, while I've got this one swatched on my hand, which is the shimmer from Sensorium, I'm going to take another finger, clean finger, and swatch this one, which is the Jeffree Star Extreme Frost in Gag Me. And I'm just going to put them side by side so you can see a comparison. Okay, so this is the Jeffree Star Extreme Frost. You can see it's definitely got more of a blue base because it is a shade blue. It is Gag Me, the blue shade. Both super pretty, but this one, the Jeffree Star one, definitely has more of a base to it. So if you want something that's going to work for like multiple skin tones, I would say this shimmer one, the Sensorium Beauty one, is going to work for every skin tone because it is translucent. This Extreme Frost one, again, it is kind of translucent because it's got, you know, but you can just kind of almost see a little bit of a cast there, but it's like hardly, do you know what I mean? It's like holographic. Yeah, interesting. Similar but different products, you know what I mean? They're not the same at all. See if I can show you a bit closer up. They're not the same at all, but they're pulling quite samey on my phone here. But looking at them on my hand, they're not the same at all. And like I say, I've put this one on my lips, over my lipstick, and then this one, it literally looks exactly the same as it does on Instagram. I'm gagged, absolutely gagged. That is like shockingly pretty, right? I love it. Shockingly gorgeous. Anyway, I am going to also swatch one of the Jeffree Star eye glosses just to compare it to both of these on my hand here. So I'm going to open this little one up. This is the shade Voodoo Glass, so it's like the greeny gold shade. We'll take another clean finger, a little bit of that on there so you can see that goldy shimmer. Let's do that there. Okay, what I will say is it's there. That is the one that's Voodoo Glass, the Jeffree Star one, the eye gloss. It does feel a bit of a different texture, but it's also got like a green undertone to it. So, but that's because of the shade that I bought in it. But you can see they're kind of similar, but different products. But that one, I've got to say, it's a little bit more on the dull side. It's not going to sparkle as much as this if you put it on your face. Let's just do a little bit above my eyes here. Just put a little bit on my eyeshadow there. So you can see the difference. You see it just kind of that is the little bit of eye gloss there. It's different to this, you see. Still cute, still very cute. And now I've got to do the other side to match. There. Both nice products, but honestly, I think I'm stunned with this. In love. And this next topic, I am going to touch on it briefly in this video, but I think it's really something I'm going to have to make a longer video on, or possibly like multiple videos on, because there's an awful lot to it, and it's not something that you can really just talk about in a few minutes, but I'm going to add this into this video. So, Marilyn Manson, as you probably gathered by the title, Marilyn Manson is once again being talked about. Now, Marilyn Manson had a relationship with Evan Rachel Wood when she was 18 years old when they met. So now, of course, since then, Evan Rachel Wood came out and made allegations that Marilyn Manson was abusive. I really don't know what to make of this whole entire situation, because ever since Evan Rachel Wood went to court and said that Marilyn Manson was abusive to her, Marilyn Manson then took to his public Instagram, shared his defamation lawsuit that he was bringing against Evan Rachel Wood publicly on his Instagram so that everybody could read it, and I did read through it at the time. In Marilyn Manson's lawsuit, he claims that Evan Rachel Wood and her partner have conspired with other people and basically written scripts for other people who came forward talking about Marilyn Manson. It was said that Evan Rachel Wood and her partner, Ilana Gore, conspired with people, wrote them scripts, exactly what they would have to say in court about what Marilyn Manson allegedly did to them. And I've got some video clips here, which are from Evan Rachel Wood in court, and also parts of a documentary that she was in with some other Marilyn Manson survivors. Now, I always want to believe survivors, I really do, but I'm kind of on the fence with this one for the time being. Reason being, you know, we just had all of this with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, of course. You know, we just had this whole entire thing, this whole entire televised case. So, while I want to believe Evan Rachel Wood, I'm also still a little bit skeptical, just because I've read Marilyn Manson's lawsuit as well. And he is trying to sue her for defamation. So again, like I said, this is a whole entire situation, like the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard case. Like I said, I think I'm going to have to make a proper thorough video on this, because it's just too much to talk about in one video, really. And I don't know quite what to think at the minute, but, you know, I want to believe Evan Rachel Wood.
When I was a teenager, I met a man. I looked up to him in many ways and felt like we had a special bond, and I had no intention of it turning into something romantic. When it eventually did, I wasn't sure how to stop it, as he had a certain charisma and power, and I quickly surrendered to his charms. In the beginning, he treated me like a princess. I was smart, but a smart 18-year-old is still an 18-year-old, and I thought I had fell in love. It wasn't until much later that I realized everything he had told me was a lie and part of what is called the grooming process. He'd hidden a terrible drug and alcohol problem from me. He moved very fast in the relationship, asking me to move in with him almost immediately. There was a certain way he wanted me to look, otherwise I would endure name-calling and ridicule. He cut me off from my close friends and family one by one by exhibiting rage in some form or another when I was in contact with them. The only way I knew how to calm him was to give him what he wanted, which was me all to himself in total isolation. He had bouts of extreme jealousy, which would often result in him wrecking our home, cornering me in a room, and threatening me. I witnessed my abuser threatening people with force or legal action if he worried they would expose him. He bragged about being able to have people killed because he was allegedly friends with multiple gangs, and I watched him illegally collect data on people that he could use as blackmail. By the time I realized I was in a bad situation, I felt completely trapped and terrified for my life. He gifted me a cell phone, which I found out he was monitoring. He downloaded spyware onto my computer and hacked into my emails and social media accounts so I could not reach out for help. When my friends and family tried to intervene, I swiftly told them to leave because I was afraid of what he would do. He broke me down through means of starvation, sleep deprivation, and threats against my life, sometimes with deadly weapons, which would result in me having severe panic attacks where I was unable to breathe or stop shaking. Sometimes he would not allow me to sleep until I participated in acts of fear, pain, torture, and humiliation, which I felt powerless to stop. In some of these tapes, which he also videotaped, in some of these tapes, he can be heard threatening to kill me, threatening my friends, or threatening to kill members of my family. He also threatened to leak parts of the footage or photographs he had taken as a way to keep me quiet. I mustered the courage to leave several times, but he would call my house incessantly and threaten to kill himself. On one occasion, I returned to try and defuse the situation. He cornered me in our bedroom and asked me to kneel while he tied me up by my hands and feet. Once I was restrained, he beat me.
And actually got physical, and he like threw me up against the wall and had a baseball bat and said he was gonna smash my fucking face in because I was trying to get him to pick out pants.
It was during like a rape where it was something with like a struggle and an elbow, and I flew the 17 hours back to Thailand or Bangkok, wherever I was going and I went to the doctor when I get there, and I had like a fracture in my nose. And then I'm carved.
Probably
like,
the same dirty
I'm carved.
brand.
I have fat carved on my thigh.
No, no, I have a brand too.
I have on my inner thigh. We were so in love. We were soulmates.
He tied me up and hit me over and over and over again with a whip. Which was a Nazi whip from the Holocaust with a swastika on it, because I'm Jewish. I was tied to a kneeler, and he hit me over and over again, and he said he was going to hit me in the same place over and over again so that it would really hurt. And then he shocked me with the violet wand on the welts. He shocked my private parts. And it hurt so bad that I broke the kneeler in half. I jerked so hard that I broke the kneeler and collapsed in just like a pool of tears in his arms. And I remember in that moment thinking, just tell him whatever he wants to hear. Just tell him whatever he wants to hear. Tell him what he wants to hear. And I said, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And I was begging for forgiveness. And he was cradling me and saying, you understand now. And then he cut open his hand right here and made me drink his blood. And then he cut me here and drank mine.
It's hard to hear her in those clips and think, oh my God, she's lying. I want to believe her. You know, I've been a huge Marilyn Manson fan all through my teens and everything like that. But what I'm hearing in these clips is, you know, I don't know if it's S&M gone wrong. I don't know if it's things that she might have consented to when she was drunk or high or something like that. I don't know. You know, I'm not trying to like cast aspersions on her character at all. But I do know that in his defamation lawsuit, Marilyn Manson does say that, you know, she conspired against him with other people, her partner. And there's a whole big mess. So I do think I'm going to have to make a separate video on this. Let me know all of your thoughts and comments and opinions on everything in this video. I'm going to say take care, stay safe, stay well. I love you guys so much. Thank you for taking the time to watch. And do let me know if you want a proper thorough video on the whole Marilyn Manson, Evan Rachel Wood case. It is something I've made a video about before, but I'm willing to revisit it if that is something you guys are interested in. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.